I've always been curious about the world, and my passion for travelling and new horizons is just part of who I am. The unspoilt beauty of the rolling hills in La Rioja sounds like the perfect getaway. My name is Donal. I'm a cook, food blogger, television presenter and SPG member. My wife Sofia and I work together, and it's great to have some time to ourselves. My job allows me to travel the world, but this break is just for the two of us. Arriving at the iconic Hotel Marques de Riscal, we were struck from a distance by its unique design. This spectacular structure was designed by the great Frank Gehry, and the space and architecture make this a special place to be. Now that we've got our feet, it's time for an afternoon adventure to an indigenous salt valley. The remains of this salt valley date back 6,800 years. Each of the famous chefs in the region have their own trays here.
We can taste one of the best salt of the world.
It's eye-opening to see ancient traditions like this making something so simple that we use on a daily basis. We couldn't let the sun set without taking a walk through the vineyards of La Rioja. It is simply spectacular, and you could get lost in its beauty for hours. The capital of La Rioja is Logroño. Its narrow medieval streets are home to a collection of some of the finest pinchos bars around, and each bar specialises in just 2 or 3 dishes. It makes for an exciting eating experience and allows us to get a real flavour of not just the food, but also the welcoming residents. This is my idea of nightlife. The following morning, we decide to make the short bike ride to the beautiful walled town of La Guardia. This medieval town is full of history and character, and a trip to the top of the 13th century bell tower is an absolute must. After a cycle, it's time to revitalise. Now, most hotels have spas, but the vinothérapie treatments on offer here is what makes this experience truly special. It's time to find out more about the hotel's world-famous vineyard and winery. The harvest usually happens in late September, and great care is taken to get the grapes from the vines in their very best condition.
Use French oak and American oak, but approximately 4,000 barrels.
The cellar is a magical place. It's not just a winery, but a living tribute to the master winemakers that have produced some of the world's finest wines for almost 150 years.
We are going to open a 1958 vintage.
It's clear that they've found the perfect balance of preserving old techniques and matching them with new technology. It's an honour to be invited into the hotel's Michelin Star kitchen to see Chef Juan and 2-star Michelin chef Francis create one of their famous dishes.
Así un poco te va a salir heavy, porque si no lo has comido, pero bueno.
Using salt from his tray at the valley and other fresh local ingredients, this is for me what great cooking is all about.
That is delicious. Wow. It's great.
We have really built up an appetite. Not that you would need one to get excited at the prospect of dining in the hotel's Michelin-starred restaurant, but for us, this is a real treat. When all is said and done, there are few greater experiences than to simply enjoy a glass of red wine looking out over a Spanish sunset. This is my perfect Rioja experience. Enjoy discovering yours.